Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Julio, and in this 2-minute guitar lesson, I'm going to show you the core basic principle behind those really cool licks that you hear played by the likes of Joe Bonamassa, Eric Johnson, and you name it. Now, when we're talking about pentatonic scales, so we all know the infamous A minor pentatonic scale, which is this one. Obviously, anything that is minor will be bounded by the notes contained in the minor chord and in the minor scale or scales. But in general, when we're talking about pentatonic scales, you can't go wrong because there's only 5 notes in the minor pentatonic scale. But even if you have only 5 notes, you can still play those 5 notes around the neck of your guitar, making them extremely interesting because you can play around the rhythm, but you can also play around displacing those notes in different positions around the fretboard. Now we're going to cover only the core basic principle of pentatonic displacement, and to do so, I'm going to show you one different way of playing the same scale we just heard, which is A minor pentatonic. To do so, we're going to start from the 5th fret on the 6th string, which is up here, and obviously this is the root, it's A. And then we're going to move to C, which is on the 5th string, 3rd fret, then 5th fret, 1st string, we're going to have the D, and then we're going to have our E, and so forth. And what we hear here is going to be just down here. As you can see in the diagram that I'm showing you right now, this shape can be obviously moved up and down the neck. So if this is A minor pentatonic, then B minor pentatonic will be just 2 fret up. And will be obviously the chord here or here or in other positions around the guitar. The interesting thing is that if we're playing an A minor pentatonic lick, we can actually move up and down just between these two shapes and literally give a little bit of flavor and spice to what would be otherwise extremely boring lick. So if we start from, let's say, just a tonic at the A here, and then we are moving down the fretboard, we literally did something very, very simple, which is putting together, merging this shape with this one. So if we can venture and play, for example, the C in the A minor pentatonic, and maybe go a little bit more adventurous and play the D just up here, and then start to include those notes, then we can get some interesting stuff going on. And you can literally noodle around these two shapes and find something that sounds interesting to you. Obviously, be as melodic as possible. Think about these shapes as the foundations for melodies, for a theme, for something that will sound melodic, not just an exercise. But while you are in exploration phase, these two shapes are definitely a good starting point. See you soon. Ciao for now.